Kind of a friendly little bugger. So I was doing some exploration out here in the garden earlier, and you guys gotta see some of the birds that come around here. There's these ones up there. You won't be able to see them very well, but right under that archway and right next to it, there they go. They're like half red, half yellow. I don't know if that's like a scarlet tanager or what kind of bird that is. I'm gonna get some good photos of them, Lord willing, soon enough. Right there, center screen. You won't be able to see it too well. Half red, half yellow. But anyway, I was out here earlier. Oh, get back, get back. Doing some exploration, and this garden is gonna be very productive this year. That's a berry with a B-E-R-R-Y, not B-A-R-R-Y, because that's just weird. But you know, got all the catnip and mugwort and yarrow and stuff waist high that I showed y'all before. And of course these guys are just still coming in incredibly. We've got a number of beds of those. But I was peeking at a few things up here, and they are looking really good. Really good. Oh yeah, and volunteer passion fruit vines coming around too. So I was kind of considering Jeff with his Parkinson's. I know tea from passion fruit vines is supposed to help. I think you got to drink like quite a bit of it, but you get some of those plants growing over there for him, and he'd have a good supply for a while. So here's one of them. Yeah, you guys see that? Beautiful golden raspberries. We got these from Shalom Acres the other year. This is, you know, last year's cane here. Shooting up a new one this year. And they produced for us for quite a while. And then these little bushes I've got are actually red mulberries. So they do have some little fruits on them. Nothing too amazing or impressive, but they're setting some fruit. And I'm going to prune them up to kind of have them be a nice row of stuff here. But these raspberries should produce for quite a while. Excited about that. And then this aronia is very heavy, so definitely excited about that. I mean, there is so many of those. So, and I've got at least 2 more aronia trees to put in too, so we'll let this one roll. We'll add a couple more, and that'll be exciting. And some yastaberries and stuff in here in the middle. That should be doing pretty good too. Oh yeah. Wow, some of those are pretty big. I can't wait for that. Very wow. Yeah, I mean there's some serious berries there if you look at it. So that's exciting. Especially the stuff you can kind of plant once as a perennial and let it come back for years to come. And I recently was asked a little bit about what I do for bugs. And if you notice, some of my plants kind of have a gray hue to them right now. And that's just because they've been sprinkled with DE. There's a number of caterpillars. And then also little grasshoppers. Yeah, there's been a lot of little grasshoppers in here this year. So they are hard at work doing things like eating kale and nibbling down all sorts of other stuff. Usually every year I'll get some black blister beetles on the potatoes. I haven't seen those show up yet, so that's kind of exciting. But DE is my go-to guy right now, just to kind of keep the bugs knocked down. Oh, I'm kind of there. Volunteer and greenbrier coming in here. Oh, it's thorny. Ugh. So, thorny plant. But this is how we and get rid of them. That was really tasty. Good stuff. So, oh, peas. I wanted to show you guys the peas quick. I knew there was some coming in rather shortly, rather soon. And when I returned from visiting Jeff, I noticed quite a few of them were actually setting up. So these are wandos I got growing over here. And I just had some old seeds I wanted to get going. So some of these are as tall as me right now on these fences. But I wanted to kind of keep the seeds viable. So a lot of these, when I let grow to seed, I'm just going to be growing them for seed this year. And I mean, if you can see in there, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 peas in there. So that could make 8 more, plants for next year. But after seeing how they do, and even putting them in late, and having it being a bit hotter lately, to be able to get them in and have them still produce something is pretty cool. With as nice as they're growing, I was looking for a good variety of nice tall peas too. So that's cool. And if you notice this Korean goji berry here, this is 3 feet of growth already by the time it comes out there. So more excitement and little lettuces and stuff coming in. So I did not get in the spring planting the way I would technically like to, but to see things still doing good, still growing is exciting for me. These are some other, these are some other peas. Which kind were these? Look at that though. A good sized pea. A number of them there. I'm also letting some of the Austrian winter peas go to seed just so I got my own. When that fills up, that'll be another, looks like 8 in there. These are not Wando, these are the early perfection. I'll have to remember. I didn't mark this one. But they're either early perfection or another one that stays low, about 2 feet tall, goes through there. So they are, here we go. Beautiful white flowers right now. And beautiful pods setting up. And I got stuff like this too, which is about to flower. This is very exciting. I don't know how many of you guys recognize this plant. It's about 2.5 feet long right now. This whole big thing here is the second one. Okay, but this is a 2nd year carrot. So it's about to open up and flower. And this one's gonna have maybe a couple flower heads, it looks like. But there's a way to force carrots to flower, I guess, in 1 year. I don't know that way, so I just leave them in the dirt, leave them in the soil over the winter. And when they come up the next year, they can flower, go to seed, and you can save your own carrot seeds, which to me is a good idea. I like saving whatever seeds I can, kind of getting things more acclimated to my property. Oh, you guys should see this. This is all chopped up over here. Remember that branch that came crashing down off of there and smashed my fence? I still haven't tried to straighten the fence, but the whole tree's already gone, cut into firewood, stacked into piles and eaten back by the sheep and goats pretty well. But I had a friend of mine, I'll show you a little bit of footage come. And this was definitely a friend we met at the post office, which brings me to something else in my life. I was at the post office, ran into a lady. She kind of looked at me. I think I had Buddy Pepper and Monster Truck with me, it was the middle of the day, and she's like, I shouldn't ask. I said, well, you know what? And she said, well, I was gonna ask you a question, but I don't know if we got time. And I'm like, well, we're standing in a line. It's not our turn yet, ask away. So she began to kind of ask about the family a little bit, the life we were living. Made friends with her. Her name's Mary. She checks out our videos now. She's older. I won't get into exactly how old she is. It's not polite. But she's an older lady, so we've been out to her place. She's been out to ours. She kind of likes to enjoy hanging out with the little peppers. And then also, she knows life's a lot of work, so she doesn't want to just kind of come, interrupt, and spend the time talking when we could normally be getting stuff done. So she brought her chainsaw and helped me cut that. Oh, I was gonna say there was just a hummingbird here at the comfrey the other day. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, looks like a ruby-throated. Oh, it's there. Do you see it hiding in the comfrey? Oh, and there it goes. And I'll tell you what, those hummingbirds, when the snake gourds and stuff start flowering, those hummingbirds are gonna help. Those hummingbirds will help. They like to do that. So again, cabbage still doing good, and grapes and walking onions. I can't wait for these guys too. I mean, just to see how crazy these guys are going. That's exciting for me. Definitely enjoy some beds of these. So can take those, split them up, let them be next year's group, and then kind of eat the whole big ones this year too. So kind of cool. Just whenever you cut these, use them in salads, make sure to check inside because things hide in there. Things hide in there. Yeah. And then these guys are over my belly button now. That's my original sunchoke bed. Get a couple other ones. Oh, so here's the difference with those Austrian winter peas. Look at those flowers. Yeah, they're pretty. So we're letting some of those go too this year so that we can save seeds for this fall actually. Let them come through and flower, and then this fall we can do them up. So anyway, that was just a little bit of the berries coming in, the food coming in the garden. Definitely enjoying it. And here's where I move that experiment of sunchokes. They're doing good, right, Dodge? That's my boy right there. What's going on, buddy? Say hi to the people. They think you look neat, Mr. Four-Horn. Doing well. Man, your horns are going great too. I remember when Mama first brought you home, right? And then Lavender, and I don't know if we ever named that one, but Mrs. Hook here and Crazy, your horns might actually still be bred. I thought I heard something. That sheep sprung a leak. Maybe I'll include a little baby picture of you to show what you used to look like, right, Mrs. Hook? So these two got some nice four-horn genetics. Obviously the males have the dominant, bigger horn genes, so we're hoping they'll get married, have a couple kids. Dodge and Crazier horns. Yeah, eat it up. So they just kind of help munch around on whatever's out here. We rotate them through quite a bit, but then they can kind of keep the wood suppressed as we kind of transition. Oh yeah, I got some goats in here right now too. Where you at? King! Center stage! King! Meh! Alright, I gotta get to work. We're having pizza tonight, but I gotta unload my trailer first and continue working on this guy, which is a lot of work right now. Oh yeah, remember? There's all my dead pitayas. So they're coming in. Whoa! That lizard just ran over the top of there. Yeah, that's the other thing we do for pest control. Take care of our bugs. Praying mantises, if we find them, we put them in the garden. We have not yet ordered any praying mantis seeds, or eggs, sorry, seeds, I'm thinking gardening. But we definitely like those. Definitely like some different kinds of smaller snakes. Definitely like lizards and toads and frogs. Anything that can work into our organic pest control posse, where they just kind of sit in the garden and wait to kill bugs and whoever else might come. So that's our other stuff we do. DE and a lot of good bugs, good animals, ladybugs like crazy. Haven't ordered any of those either, but they seem to come. Oh yeah, and the birds too. The birds so far is left alone, our strawberries and our other things, but they're always out here, and I'll have to look into what those half red, half yellow ones are, because they just look so fantastic to me. And I'll spend some time up here one day with my zoom lens, seeing if I can get some real pictures of them, because I think you guys would appreciate that. And somebody out there has to know what they are, so let me know. What are they? Because I don't know. I could probably Google it, but I try not to Google everything right away. Alright guys, Papa out. Wait, that's not all. I'm going to leave you guys with this one, which is the purple ice plant. A very interesting succulent. Got a couple of them growing here. A number of reasons we're growing them, but for now I'll just kind of give you a sneak peek. Check out the beauty, and I'll stay tuned. Eventually I'll get around to doing a full video on what this is and why we have it. Alright, now Papa out. As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out steemit.com and join the revolution. Papa out.